Hello, welcome to another episode of the Fisheries Insight. As you already know, my name is Richard Techi. But if this is your first time of coming to my channel, you can look for Fisheries Insight, and I have some other discussions and topics that I have treated um, in those videos. Um, to start with, my very first concern today, I'm not going to go into the sciences and data and all those stuff, but what I want to talk about has to do with something that I read in the on online at asasiradio.com about the Ministry of Fisheries intending to complete a project that was started. I think it was started by Professor Atta Mills, the former president of the Republic of Ghana. He started that project. It's called the Anomabo Fisheries College. Personally, I feel that some of these things are not important. Channeling a resource that could even be used to boost the already established department, because from what I know, there are fisheries departments in most of our public universities. If you take the University of Cape Coast, you take the University of Ghana, you take the University of Energy and Natural Resources, Energy and Natural Resources, you take the University of Sustainable Development. These universities, and even the Kwame Nkrumah University of Development Studies, they all have departments that where fisheries is taught. So if the government has some resource or something that can help this department, I think it should be used to government has some money. This is not political, but government has some money to build another college. I feel there's no need. It's not important because um, from my experience and even working with some of these institutions, um, some of them are even struggling to get students to be part of the department. You take the University of Cape Coast like that, they have a department called the Fisheries and Aquatic Science Department. You go to University of Ghana, we have the Department of Marine and Fisheries Science, and they are doing some very good jobs there. Go to the Kwame Nkrumah University, I think it's under the watershed department or faculty. I don't know much about that, but what I'm trying to say is that all these universities and institutions have um, they have departments where fisheries is taught. So if the ministry or the fisheries commission has some resources and they think that uh, establishing a college, why don't they channel those resources into these already established departments? Because these guys are having to use their own resources. Some of the professors there have to use their own personal resources to uh, for student research. Why not use that money that they are going to use to finish that college, develop it into a fund that people within this department can access those funds for research that would help the ministry in terms of its policy formulation, and even the Fisheries Commission in terms of how they even want to gather their data and how they want to manage the fishery, than to use that money to establish or finish a college that will be doing virtually the same thing that is already being done by some of these academic institutions. Uh, so I think that, and I believe that it is important that sometimes some of these resources are channeled, because there are a lot of some of these departments are already struggling in terms of getting students to even come and study. They are struggling. A lot of them don't have the requisite, not let me not use the word requisite. They don't have a lot of students. And a lot of because of a lot of misinformation around fisheries. And a lot of people even don't have interest in that. What what do they want to use the Anomabo College for? Because I know that per my reading, it was meant to train the fishermen and all those kind of, which the other the already established department can do. So I think what I am advocating with this podcast is that if the ministry has some funding or has a funding or some funds, they can channel that fund into these departments so that those departments, whatever they want to do with the college, these departments can do those kinds of things because the expertise are already there. So there is no need to create another institution that will come and do virtually the same thing. So that is my take on this, and thank you very much.